All right, Mike, you got the vlogger versus vlogger today. What's your thoughts today?
Well, I'm not actually playing you. I'm playing Horton. He's only given me 4 strokes, which is about half as many as he should be giving me. But I figure he's been sandbagging all year, so, we'll see what happens. I'm just going to play the best I can play, and hopefully that'll be good enough.
We got a big match. It's vlogger team versus vlogger team. What are you thinking today? What do you like?
I just don't want to lose a ball. That's all.
That's it. That's just
my goal.
Sub goal,
Yep.
or is that just?
That's all.
All right.
It'll be a victory if I don't lose a ball.
All right. Well, good luck.
Hello, friends, and welcome back to Mulligan's Island. I'm Dunsey.
And I'm Gags. We glad you showed back up, even because of all the heat yesterday. Whoa.
Boy,
Scorcher.
it was
Scorcher.
really hot yesterday. We needed fans, we needed water, we needed cooling towels, we needed bathing suits, hoses.
We had hoses, but it didn't work.
Anyway, we got through it. We played. And guess what? Florio and Mundros are still in first place.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares. See? No one cares.
They're only 28 points ahead now. They were 30.
How much?
So Bonder and Sarabian made up some ground on them, even though they tied their match. So if they tied their match, that means Florio and Mundros lost. Of course, they lost to the guy that got a hole-in-one.
Story to follow, by the way.
Story to come later. Gagliard and Horton, Vlogger 1 played Vlogger 2, and Vlogger 2 lost. So Gagliard and Horton are now in third, and Bartnicki and Dunn dropped all the way to 13th place. It's not good. Baldwin and Hill are now in 4th place, only a point behind you. Watch out. And Ellenwood and Krucher.
Ellenwood and big news on Jack.
Jack is coming back next week.
Congratulations,
We are
Jack.
so happy, Jack. We can't wait to see you.
Yes.
And that's really great because it freed up Jeff to be a sub for me because I won't be here next
all
week.
about him. Yeah.
So
Whatever.
it's not all about me. More on that later. Birchler, Kapler, and Sinagra Stella are tied for 6th. Waite Ward and Brunk Miller are tied for 8th. And Dozy and Morano round out the top 10. There's your standings after week 12. 8 weeks to go.
Dilemma. And this is an interesting one. It has to do with, while you're not putting and you're standing there observing and you're just kind of in your own little world, sometimes things happen not really in your control, but there are some consequences. Mike?
So let's say you're playing an island green, par 3. You take your shot and you put it 6 foot from the pin. You get a 6-foot birdie putt. You're all excited because none of the other guys got on the island. Put your marker down. You pick up your ball. You clean it off with a big glob of spit. And as you put it in your pocket, you miss your pocket. The ball rolls down your pant leg, hits your shoe, bounces off, and falls in the water. Now your buddy says, hey man, that's a penalty. Is he right?
We'll be back with the answer for our dilemma shortly. Welcome back to Mulligan's Island. We have a special guest in studio. Fred, welcome here to the 26th
By
season.
golly, thank you. I'm impressed. I'm definitely impressed.
What do you think so far?
Well, let me tell you. I came here because I, along with so many other gentlemen, are so impressed with your production. It all gets better and better. So I was able to find my way to the studio. I had to fight my way through the crowd of those seeking autographs.
Big crowd out there.
From the co-stars. It was incredible. It was incredible.
Yeah.
Then I get into the studio and the nice plush carpeting, the beautiful closet full of every party amenity you could possibly imagine, an incredible bar, scantily clad barmaids, and quite honestly, I'm a little upset as the way I'm seeing the money being spent that the league gives you. And let me add that the whole thing is not a gag, and let me tell you right now that I am done. See what I did there?
We want to thank Fred for stopping by, and you were mildly impressed, I understand, but
Certainly one of the top experiences of my
all
life.
right. And feel free to join us here someday at the 26 Studios. Thank you, Fred.
It's fantastic. Come on down.
This is Dan Bonder's first putt. Misses left. JVH misses left. Good Warren barely misses left. Dan Bonder, that's a 3 putt.
Yesterday, the weather was extremely hot. It was hot. But so were some of the scores. Even an ace by one of our golfers. But Mike, start at the top there, buddy.
Low gross scores, Mike Sweet. Ever heard of him? Nope, nobody has. Doug Ward brings him in as a sub. He
Shocker.
shoots a 36, 1 over par. Very nice job in all that heat. Mike Florio did not lead the day. He shot 38. Jeff Ellenwood shot 38, and my opponent, Jeff Horton, shot 40.
So how'd that work out?
I got beat. He shot 40. I shot 45. I got beat. Low net scores. Low net of the day was Rusty Voorhees.
Rusty! Attaboy!
The octogenarian. Shot a net 29. Shot 49, which is a great score, Rusty. Nice gross 49, 20 stroke handicap, net 29.
Wow.
Dave Batts shot net 31.
Batter. Nice job, batter.
Ryan Riccardi,
Ryan.
31. Hill shot a 33.
Freddie.
Net 33.
Attaboy, Fred. You got this.
And Scott Kapler shot a net 33.
Mr. Rosedale Park.
Doug Ellenwood shot net 34. Ron Fry, Mr. Hole-in-One, shot net 34.
Wait, whoa. We had a hole-in-one?
We did have a hole-in-one. We'll be back
never mind.
right after this.
Okay.
Dave Schaff shot a net 34.
One of the
Sinagra, net 34.
Frankie.
Stella, net 34. And Thomas. Both the Daves shot net 34. Under par.
All right. Time for the shot of the week. No surprise, but what a great shot it was.
Ron Fry, yesterday, had a hole-in-one on the number 3 hole. Was playing about 120, 125, but uphill, so he played a 7-iron to accommodate for the lift. Hit it up there, hit the green, couple of bounces, boom, in the hole. And unlike some of the other golfers in our league, he stuck around and bought beer for everyone.
Oh, he didn't cheap out.
He did not cheap out.
Yeah,
Good for Ron Fry.
And I see you took your advice, and Mike, he took your advice and got in the Sheeny pool. I'm sure it paid off big the first win he ever had in it.
Yeah, we're gonna come back to that later. You'll find out how much he actually won. It was amazing.
Ron Fry, I understand you got a hole-in-one today.
Yeah, that's true. I did.
What hole was it?
That was hole number 3.
And how far was it?
It was about 130 yards.
What club did you use?
I used my putter. Actually, it was my 8-iron.
Your 8-iron? Right in the hole, or did it?
Well,
did you see it go in?
I didn't see it go in, but I've been told that it landed left and kind of rolled into the cup.
Oh, that is an awesome shot. Was it exactly how you planned it?
Yeah, it was. It was exactly what I expected to happen.
Just how you drew it up.
You got it.
So
You
how
got
you
it.
feeling? You bought beers for the boys? That's
Yeah,
good.
I'm feeling pretty good.
I'll bet you are. And what did you shoot today?
I shot a 45.
45. Not bad. Way to go. Congratulations, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Mikey. Time for the beatdown of the week. Take it away.
All right. Sinagra and Stella, 31. Rapson and Scheibel, 9. That is a huge beatdown. 9 points between two guys. Warren Radgens didn't even have a teammate, and he got 8 by himself. So Waite and Ward two subs, got 120 to 8, but this Sinagra Stella
Priorities, boys.
beatdown
Priorities.
is
Show up.
way better. Way better.
Hacker of the week.
James, no, you didn't suck enough to be Hacker of the Week. I know you thought you did. But you know who did?
Uh-oh.
Johnny Birchler.
Jay Birch,
Johnny Birchler shot 52.
52.
52
Now-
for a net 44.
Do you have to count strokes when you play Chukka Club?
No,
No?
There is a rumor, though, that on the fourth hole, Johnny hit the ball and then threw his club. I think it went farther than the ball did. He threw it at the ball and threw it past the ball, I think. Wasn't there... we do have some video. Let's
Right.
take a look. Oh my God. Can you believe that?
Johnny, nice. Show me the money time, Mike. Who we got?
We've got first in the Wardo pool, which was run this week by Marty Rapson since Doug Ward was absent.
Pretty well, I might say. He did a fine job.
He did a fine job. He collected all the money and distributed it. And Jeff Ellenwood got a skin on number 8. And Jimmy Van Horn, JVH4, got a skin on number 9. Now, Marty collected $75, which we've always had this arithmetic problem with. How do you divide that by 2? Doug Ward always says there's an admin fee, right? Marty came up with, I'll give the extra $1 to the guy that got the skin on the harder handicapped hole.
That seems like an easy solution.
Is that simple or what? Why didn't you think of that, Doug?
Come on, Wardo.
Come on.
It's not about you. Okay, it's J-Mo Sheeny pool time.
So on the second hole, Jimmy Van Horn gets a skin and gets $20. On the third hole, our boy Ron Fry gets a hole-in-one and gets $10. One hole, one skin, minimum amount. Doug Ellenwood then got a skin on number 7 for
Ellenwood.
$40.
Dougie?
40
Dougie?
bucks.
Good job, Dougie.
2-hole carryover for next week, so be on
Lakes
your
time.
game. First hole of the lakes.
Okay, we're here with the Daves who have their matching shirts on today. There's Dave Thomas. There's Dave Schaff, who is the David. Dave Schaff's got a Bud Light that was purchased by Ron Fry.
Hole-in-one.
Hole-in-one. How'd you guys do today?
We did all right. We did 2020.
2020, a split.
Just like we were before we
Awesome, awesome. And you've got the club that you lost.
I didn't lose it. I just misplaced it.
Okay, it was just misplaced.
And before we got the shirts, we only hit 19 21s.
Okay.
So it helps.
So you guys are looking good.
Time for the answer to the dilemma. As you remember, Mike, in his gracious way, Mr. Fiddlefingers there, gobbed up his ball, went to put it in his pocket, fell out of his pocket, into the water it went. And his opponent said, that's a penalty. Is it, Mike?
Well, unfortunately, he is correct. Dropping the ball into the water is not proper grounds for substituting a new ball into play according to USGA Rule 15. So you effectively have 2 choices. You can take a 2-shot penalty and join your friends in their worse than par efforts, or take off the shoes and socks, go in the water, get the ball, and put it back where you marked it. But you got to use the same ball.
So your buddies were correct.
They were.
So, as you might know, keep your balls in your pocket.
Sarabian got a penalty stroke par on the first hole, and I knew my day was over.
And he beat you?
Oh, he beat me like a redheaded
Tell me how he
stepchild.
came out of the trap, boy.
He came out of the trap. First of all, I think he cheats because he's on the wrong side of the ball.
Yeah, well, that's true.
But he lost his ball off the tee, or we couldn't find it. So he puts it down, hits his third shot into the trap, and then because I'm just duffing it all over the place, he decides to put me out of my misery and just throws it in from the trap.
In the hole from the trap?
In the hole, well, 2 bounces in a row, right into the cup. His partner turned into a freaking cheerleader. Oh, great shot, great shot! And I'm sitting there like, really?
We hope you enjoyed our show today on Mulligan's Island, and we encourage you to subscribe to the Golf Group 2019 on YouTube. Also, we welcome your videos from the golf course. Feel free to send them to either Mike's email or Mike, and we'll be glad to share them with the group. I'm Gags.
And I'm Dunsey. And we're done. And don't forget, stay on a golfer's diet. Live on greens as much as possible.
Stay tuned for more Mulligan's Island.
Good night, John Felino.
And welcome back, Jack Kuchar.